they do this dance and Mark Antony's like, go put your hands on your mother's hips.
Wanted to celebrate their love in peace. No tension, no drama, no spotlight. Just them, free from all the noise that had followed them since that unforgettable wedding night.
The Beckham family drama continues to escalate after firstborn son Brooklyn Beckham blasted his famous parents, David and Victoria, in a long and emotional Instagram message.
Brooklyn Beckham, David and Victoria's firstborn, has finally broken his silence, and his words are sending shockwaves through the internet. In a long, emotional Instagram post, Brooklyn didn't just share a few frustrations. He exposed the cracks behind his parents' polished image. His post ripped the lid off what really went down at his wedding, revealing moments that left guests staring in disbelief. Insiders claim that Victoria's behavior during the wedding, especially an awkward dance with her son right in front of everyone, made not just Brooklyn but several guests deeply uncomfortable. And now those behind-the-scenes details are blowing up online. What was meant to be a magical, once-in-a-lifetime celebration turned into a night that changed everything for Brooklyn. According to him, that evening marked the moment he decided to pull away from his famous family for good. In this video, we're diving into what truly happened during Brooklyn Beckham's wedding, what pushed him to finally speak up, and why he's ready to step out of the Beckham family's blinding spotlight once and for all. On January 19th, Brooklyn dropped a lengthy, heartfelt statement on social media, spilling everything from his side of the story. He explained what went wrong with his parents, why he's done keeping quiet, and how he plans to move forward after years of feeling pressure from every direction. His post began powerfully with the words, "I have been silent for years and made every effort to keep these matters private for my entire life." Brooklyn Beckham didn't hold back this time. He came straight for the truth. He revealed that my parents have controlled narratives in the press about our family. He went on to claim he's personally witnessed just how far they'll go to spread false stories in the media, all to protect their perfect image. According to him, those so-called sources often threw innocent people under the bus just to keep up the Beckham brand. But Brooklyn stood firm, saying he still believes that the truth always comes out. And he wasn't done there. After dropping that bombshell, Brooklyn began revisiting painful memories that completely changed how he views his family today. He started with the drama surrounding his 2022 wedding to Nicola, a day that was supposed to be pure joy, but ended up filled with tension and chaos. Brooklyn claimed that the family issues didn't just start at the wedding, they'd been building for years. According to him, his parents had been interfering in his personal relationships long before he walked down the aisle. By the time the wedding day arrived, emotions were at a boiling point. Just days before the big event in Palm Beach, Florida, Brooklyn says Victoria suddenly dropped a bomb. She wouldn't be designing Nicola's wedding dress after all. The shocking change came at the very last minute, leaving Nicola scrambling under massive pressures to find a replacement gown. Nicola later told Variety that she went with Valentino Couture because she realized Victoria's team couldn't make it happen. But Brooklyn's new statement hints there was a lot more drama behind the scenes than anyone knew. What seemed like a simple fashion switch might have been the start of a much deeper family rift. Brooklyn Beckham made it crystal clear in his Instagram post. This drama was never just about a wedding dress. He claims his parents had been controlling every corner of his life for years, from who he dated to what career moves he made, even down to how he lived his daily routine. According to Brooklyn, nothing ever really belonged to him. Every decision was planned, monitored, and shaped like a business deal instead of a life. He admitted he never truly had a say in anything. And when he finally chose a partner on his own, his parents' reaction reportedly became intense and non-stop. But here's the detail that really set off alarms. Back in 2016, Victoria allegedly registered the name Brooklyn Beckham as an EU trademark. That one move left people wondering if his identity had been treated more like a brand to manage than a person to love. And it didn't stop there. Brooklyn claimed this wasn't just about emotional control or wedding stress. He said the Beckhams had long seen their kids as marketable brands, not just family. And when they realized they couldn't control him anymore, everything started to change, fast. According to him, once he started standing up for himself, the response wasn't warmth or support. It turned cold and strategic. In one shocking part of his statement, Brooklyn claimed there were even talks about taking the Beckham name away from him altogether. Fans couldn't believe it. How could family ties turn into a battle over a name? He also suggested that Victoria struggled to accept Nicola's marriage to Brooklyn, convinced that no one should come between her and her son. From Brooklyn's view, that mix of jealousy and control turned their world into pure tension. He even revealed that both David and Victoria allegedly tried to stop Nicola from using the Beckham name, a move that left everyone stunned. Brooklyn Beckham dropped another jaw-dropping revelation in his post. Weeks before his wedding, he claimed his parents repeatedly pressured and even tried to bribe him into signing away the rights to his own name. He said that deal would impact not just him, but also Nicola and their future children. According to Brooklyn, the timing wasn't random, it was planned to perfection. He revealed they were desperate to secure his signature before the wedding, because once the ceremony took place, the deal would automatically kick in. He wrote, "They were adamant on me signing before my wedding date, because then the terms of the deal would be initiated. My holdout affected the payday, and they have never treated me the same since." That line alone had fans speechless. Brooklyn painted a picture of a family obsessed with contracts and money when all he wanted was peace on his big day. But the drama didn't end there. Brooklyn also shared a moment from the reception that left him completely stunned. He and Nicola decided to seat both of their grandmothers at the main table, honoring them since both had lost their husbands, a sweet, respectful gesture. The parents were still given VIP seats right beside them, but somehow that thoughtful choice caused an emotional explosion. Brooklyn claimed that during the celebration, "My mom went so far as to call me evil." And it got worse. He alleged that the night before the wedding, some relatives hit him with cruel words, saying that Nicola was not blood and not family. That comment cut deep, leaving the couple heartbroken before their vows even began. According to Brooklyn, even the wedding day itself spiraled into chaos. What should have been a private, beautiful milestone turned into one of the most talked about moments of the entire ceremony. Brooklyn Beckham finally broke his silence about the infamous wedding dance that's been dissected all over social media, and his version of events is nothing short of explosive. He revealed that what was supposed to be his first romantic dance with his wife Nicola turned into something completely different and deeply uncomfortable. Brooklyn wrote, "My mom hijacked my first dance with my wife." According to him, the chaos started when singer Mark Anthony called him to the stage for what everyone expected to be the couple's sweet, intimate moment. But when he got there, it wasn't Nicola waiting for him, it was Victoria. Brooklyn said the whole thing instantly felt off, describing that she danced very inappropriately on me in front of everyone. He admitted he'd never felt so uncomfortable or humiliated in his entire life. Guests were stunned, and what happened next turned into one of the most gossiped about moments of the night. Online, people started connecting dots, wondering if the awkward dance was fueled by deeper family tension, maybe even linked to old wounds within the Beckham household. Some have speculated that Victoria's actions might trace back to unresolved emotions following years of whispers about David Beckham's alleged infidelity, rumors that haunted their marriage for decades. Those rumors were later confronted head-on in the Netflix documentary Beckham, where David spoke about that painful chapter, and Victoria openly discussed the hurt and resentment she carried from that time. But now, all eyes are back on that wild wedding night. The DJ for the event, DJ Fat Tony, who stood just feet away from the stage when the dance happened, has reportedly shared his own take on the incident, adding even more weight to Brooklyn's story. With Brooklyn's raw statement now public and eyewitnesses stepping forward, that so-called innocent moment people once brushed off is being re-examined under a whole new light. People who were at the wedding say the tension was impossible to ignore. Those standing near the stage could clearly see how awkward the scene had become, not just for Brooklyn, but for Nicola too. Witnesses said their faces said it all. Uncomfortable, frozen smiles, eyes darting around, both clearly wishing the moment would just end. The DJ for the night, DJ Fat Tony, was only a few feet away and saw everything go down up close. From his spot, it was painfully obvious that the couple wasn't enjoying what was supposed to be their special moment. Tony later hinted that this wasn't just about a single dance. He believed it was a symbol of something much deeper. Years of tension, blurred boundaries, and family control had finally exploded right there in public for everyone to see. When Brooklyn dropped his emotional statement, it hit like a thunderclap. For the first first time ever, someone directly connected to the Beckhams was speaking openly about what he claims really happens behind the scenes. Fans were shocked. All those whispers and rumors that had followed the family for years suddenly didn't seem so far-fetched anymore. For a long time, there's been quiet talk about David and Victoria's marriage, including unconfirmed rumors of strain and cracks beneath their glamorous image. While none of it was ever officially proven, Brooklyn's words have reignited every single question people have been too afraid to ask. And according to insiders close to the situation, this is just a start. Sources claim Brooklyn isn't done. He's preparing to reveal even more about the family feuds, media manipulation, and hidden stories that he says were buried to keep up the perfect Beckham brand. Things are about to get a whole lot messier. Just last week, Brooklyn Beckham dropped another major bomb. He's writing a book. According to insiders, this isn't just any celebrity project. It's the tell-all that could finally expose everything from his point of view. Word is, the Beckham camp is seriously worried, and for good reason. One shocking revelation could flip their carefully built public image upside down. Some people even believe Brooklyn's story might change how the world sees the entire family forever. Supporters of Brooklyn say this never would have gone public if his family had simply listened and changed how they treated him. Even DJ Fat Tony, who's been close to the situation, said he wasn't surprised at all by Brooklyn's post. According to Tony, Brooklyn had tried multiple times to speak with his parents privately, to explain how he felt, to set boundaries, to heal things, but every attempt was ignored or brushed off. Eventually, Brooklyn felt like he had no choice but to go public, not for fame, but to finally take control of his own story. Industry insiders say the Beckham camp is already planning their response behind closed doors. But unlike Brooklyn, David and Victoria are keeping quiet. No Instagram posts, no comments, just a carefully managed PR strategy happening behind the scenes. They're clearly trying to control the fallout before it spins out of their hands. And for those who think this came out of nowhere, it didn't. Not long after the wedding chaos, Brooklyn and Nicola reportedly held a private vow renewal ceremony, this time without his parents or extended family anywhere in sight. According to people close to the couple, it was an emotional do-over, a way to reclaim what their first ceremony lost. Wanted to celebrate their love in peace. No tension, no drama, no spotlight. Just them, free from all the noise that had followed them since that unforgettable wedding night. As expected, the public reaction to Brooklyn Beckham's revelations has been intensely split. Critics argue that he should have kept quiet, saying he's damaging the Beckham name and should simply be grateful for the glamorous life his parents built. But on the other side, thousands of people are defending him, insisting that Brooklyn has every right to tell his truth. They argue he doesn't owe silence to a brand that no longer reflects who he really is, and that speaking out isn't betrayal, it's liberation. That's the fiery debate gripping everyone right now. Some say Brooklyn isn't destroying the Beckham legacy at all. He's the first one brave enough to stop protecting it and finally say what others were too scared to admit. For years, the Beckham image has been built around discipline, luxury, and the illusion of a flawless family. Polished smiles, global fame, and grateful children who never stepped out of line. But behind that perfect picture, Brooklyn claims it was all about control, image, and silence over honesty. Even the Netflix docuseries Beckham hinted at cracks in the glossy facade. In it, David and Victoria finally addressed the infidelity rumors that have shadowed their marriage for decades. While they denied any wrongdoing, a lot of viewers walked away with more questions than answers. Victoria even confessed that during that painful time, she built up deep resentment toward her husband, a rare admission that shook fans who'd always seen them as unbreakable. Those moments forced the public to look closer at what life inside the Beckham household might have really been like. Now, with Brooklyn's explosive statement adding fresh fuel to the fire, people are realizing that maybe the so-called perfect family image was never as solid as it seemed. The question now is, will the truth finally shatter the Beckham brand for good? The fallout from Brooklyn Beckham's statement isn't slowing down. In fact, it's only getting wilder by the day. As headlines explode across every corner of social media, insiders claim that tensions inside the Beckham circle have reached a breaking point. According to reports, communication between Brooklyn and his parents has completely collapsed, with both sides now relying on representatives and lawyers instead of personal calls. What once looked like a tight-knit celebrity family now feels more like a corporate standoff. Sources close to Brooklyn say he's standing firm, refusing to backtrack or delete his posts despite growing pressure from the Beckham team. Apparently, he feels that doing so would mean giving up the only bit of power he's ever had over his own name. Meanwhile, friends of David and Victoria insist they're heartbroken and worried about the family's reputation, especially with Brooklyn's upcoming tell-all book threatening to dig even deeper into long-buried secrets. People around the Beckhams describe the mood as tense. Victoria has reportedly gone quiet, avoiding public events and staying off social media, while David has been spotted looking unusually serious during recent appearances. One insider even claimed the couple has been arguing privately about how to handle the situation, with Victoria wanting to control the message, while David is more concerned about keeping peace with their son. At the same time, Brooklyn and Nicola seem closer than ever. The couple has been spotted out together looking relaxed and unfazed, as if determined to move forward no matter what's said about them. Supporters see this as proof that Brooklyn isn't seeking attention, he's seeking freedom. And with his book rumored to drop later this year, insiders say the Beckhams are preparing for another media storm. The big question now, will this family ever reconcile? Or has Brooklyn's truth-telling permanently redrawn the Beckham family line? Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure, this story is far from over, and the world can't stop watching. Just when people thought the drama had reached its peak, the Beckham family saga took another shocking turn. Fresh reports suggest that Brooklyn's upcoming book isn't just a memoir, it's a bombshell expose packed with never-before-seen photos, private messages, and journal entries that promise to reveal the truth behind his strained family ties. Industry insiders are calling it one of the most anticipated celebrity releases of the decade, with publishers already predicting record-breaking sales once it drops. According to leaks, the manuscript dives deep into years of family tension, showing how fame and control quietly shaped every part of Brooklyn's life. Apparently, he describes moments where he felt more like a product than a person, and how every decision, from career moves to relationships, was influenced by what would protect the Beckham brand. That phrase alone has people buzzing online, questioning what really goes on inside the homes of the world's most famous families. Meanwhile, word inside the Beckham camp is that damage control mode has been activated. PR experts are reportedly advising David and Victoria to stay calm and avoid emotional reactions, but friends say the couple is struggling behind closed doors. Victoria is set to feel betrayed, believing the situation could permanently tarnish the legacy she spent years building, while David, ever the peacemaker, is torn between defending his image and repairing his relationship with his son. As for Brooklyn, sources close to him claim he's finally at peace, saying the weight of silence has lifted. He's focusing on his marriage, his creative projects, and building a life on his own terms, away from the Beckham machine. Still, fans can't help but wonder what happens when the book officially hits shelves. Will it bring closure, or will it blow the doors wide open on secrets that were never meant to be seen? One thing's crystal clear, Brooklyn Beckham isn't backing down anymore. The once silent son is finally speaking for himself, and whether people love it or hate it, the truth he's about to unleash could reshape the Beckham legacy forever. And now, as the dust starts to settle, at least for the moment, the world can't stop watching the Beckham family storm unfold. What began as a quiet Instagram post from Brooklyn Beckham has turned into a full-blown reckoning for one of the most famous families on the planet. Each new revelation has peeled back another layer of the shiny Beckham image, showing a side of fame that's far from picture perfect. Insiders say the book is just the beginning of a new chapter, not just for Brooklyn, but for everyone involved. David and Victoria are reportedly planning a major public appearance in the coming months to reclaim the narrative, while Brooklyn remains focused on telling his side with total honesty. Whether this story ends in reconciliation or permanent distance, one thing's for sure, the truth has changed everything. What makes this moment so wild is how divided public opinion has become. Some fans think Brooklyn is exposing too much, tearing apart the family's legacy. Others see him as finally standing up for himself after years of being silenced by fame and control. No matter which side you're on, there's no denying this. The Beckham family name will never carry the same meaning again. Behind the luxury, the magazine covers, and the carefully staged smiles lies a story of pressure, loyalty, and what happens when someone finally says enough. Brooklyn's journey has reminded everyone that even the most glamorous families can have cracks that no spotlight can hide. And with his tell-all book on the way, the world's waiting to see, will it bring closure or will it blow the doors wide open on secrets that were never meant to be seen? Whatever comes next, one thing's certain, this story is far from over and we'll be here for every twist and turn. If you've been following this wild Beckham family drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below. Tell us what you think. Is Brooklyn brave for speaking out, or has he gone too far? Either way, the truth is out there, and the spotlight's never been brighter.